Hey, Andy here from hottub.com. In this video, we're going to take a look at Rob in France and his DIY hot tub build. So let's go ahead and take a look. So I absolutely love introducing new case studies, and in this video I'm going to introduce Rob in France and his DIY hot tub build. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel. Any questions, hit me up in the comments, and obviously give me a thumbs up as well. And that way you can keep up to date with all of the videos that I post on a weekly basis. So over to Rob's build. So Rob actually got in touch late last year and he was looking to replace his existing plastic shell hot tub, which he actually hated with a passion. He hated it with a passion, firstly because it was super expensive, it wasn't cheap at all, and it just kept breaking. It kept leaking. The leaks were incredibly difficult to get to because they were inside of the foam and the insulation underneath the tub itself, and he just had enough of repairing it. So Rob went on the internet, searched around, found builderhottub.com, found me, and we started talking. So Rob's initial question was, firstly, can he build a hot tub in the space? And you can see behind me where the actual hot tub is situated, or was before it was removed. Can he build a hot tub in this space? And the answer is yes. It's a question that I get asked quite a lot. You know, if I remove my plastic shell hot tub, can I use the hole, or can I convert the hole into a concrete block or a poured hot tub? And of course you can. And in this case study, we'll certainly be following Rob's progress. He's keen to share lots of updates, both videos and pictures, which is fantastic. So we'll get a real insight to the actual process that he's going to follow. Rob also wanted to salvage some of the parts, save a bit of money in being able to reuse some of the pumps. I think we're going to use the circulation pump. We're going to use the jet pumps. He wanted to potentially salvage the heater, but I think it's kind of had it, so we are going to replace that with a new one. He's got a UV system, and you can see all these parts behind me here that we're going to incorporate as well. So it is actually possible to reuse some of the parts of a plastic shell, certainly if you're going to get rid of it, and it will save you a bit of money on the equipment that you need. So that was one of the kind of prerequisites for Rob's build. So Rob started kind of drawing up for me a rough sketch, and you can see that behind me here. And this is how all of the kind of custom projects work. So we have a chat. I understand, what you actually want to achieve. And in Rob's case, he wanted to fill the hole, use as many of the parts as he could, but he wanted a brick-built hot tub. So with that in mind, we agreed what dimensions should be, and I drew it all up, and I've designed the system for him. So we're actually going to put in place a plumbing system that will have separate filtration and heating, because in the future Rob potentially wants to add an air source heat pump to the setup. So we're going to make those changes and make those design changes in the initial kind of setup so that you can add that later on. You can see the location. He has a room or a garage next to, and that's where we're going to house all of the kits. That's quite nice. It's covered, it's already waterproof, and it's going to be below the water line, so we can continue to use those centrifugal pumps that are not able to prime themselves. If you're not familiar with this, have a search on my channel. If you search build a hot tub and self-priming pumps, or build a hot tub and control room, you'll actually find the videos that I have about the control room and the pumps and how they work in different scenarios, whether they're above or below the water level. So the very first stage for Rob, and as you can see behind me, is that he wanted to actually destroy and remove the hot tub that was in place, and I think he took great pleasure in doing this. He certainly sent me the pictures on WhatsApp just after he finished, and I think all that pain of repairing all of those leaks over the years was actually taken out in the destruction of the tub. So with the area clear, It was then time for him to kind of work out the final dimensions, and he actually dry built with some of the blocks. So he just placed the blocks around just to kind of get a feel for the space, and you can see the image behind me. So I think at this point in the video, again, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. I'm going to hand over to Rob, and he can actually introduce the project and tell you a little bit more about what he's planning. So Rob, over to you.
Hi, okay, my name's Rob. I live in France. I had a pool installed a couple of years ago, and I've completed the terracing around that in travertine. Quite happy with it, and now I'm on with building a hot tub with the help of Andy. I did have in this hole here, I had a hot tub that I'd bought. Very expensive, big mistake, as I was just forever fixing it, always leaking, and there was parts on it that were about to go that would have just been impossible to mend. So I took the plunge, cut it up with a angle grinder and took it to the déchetterie. So there we go. So now this is going to be it's quite a big project. I'm going to build this spa, like I say, with the help of Andy. I've got the terracing will extend out to here, and there'll be a koi pond here. So that's it. So the spa, what I've done so far, I've just laid out the blocks dry so I can get an idea of the how it sits. The only thing I've had to do is cut a hole in a concrete floor to lower the seating part of the spa because it sat too high. So, and the method of construction I'm using is brilliant. They sell it here in France, can't remember the name of it, but it's 4 swimming pools. So you bed down the first course, then the rest course is laid dry. Rebar sits in it every course, and also I'll drill some holes for some upright rebar. I'll do that after the jets are in, otherwise I don't want to be drilling through rebar and concrete. And then once that's all done and it's up to height, you backfill it all with concrete. Job done. Like I say, lovely system. So anyway, next job, rebar the floor and get 100mm of concrete in there, and then we're good to start construction. Okay, see you again. So we're just laying the first row of block. The project's really starting now. That's Kev. Hello, Kev.
Morning.
It's a lovely sunny morning here in France. It's going to be very hot today. Nice weather for laying bricks, but there you go. Oh, there he is, look, making sure they're absolutely perfect. Beautiful.
Rob, thanks ever so much for that update, and Kev, continue the great work on that block laying. So hopefully you found this video useful. I look forward to sharing more updates of Rob's build with you. I appreciate the view, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. If you've liked this video, please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on the next video.